The craziest BTS spoilers never come from press releases, never from company announcements, never from carefully planned teasers. They come from moments like this: casual, unplanned, a few seconds long, and suddenly the entire fandom is spiraling. Because if you've been ARMY long enough, you already know one thing. When RM says nothing, it usually means everything. So here's what happened. During the recent Weverse Lives celebrating V's birthday, everything felt normal at first. The members were relaxed, joking around, laughing, doing what BTS always does when they're together. It didn't feel scripted. It didn't feel like promo. It felt like 7 friends hanging out with ARMY the way they've done for years. And then, near the end of one of the lives, RM did something that instantly set alarms off in every seasoned fan's brain. He pointed his fingers straight at the camera, the signature BTS gun pose, the one we've seen in performances, photos, iconic moments. Then he paused, just for a second, and he said a word that sounded like dang or gang or something close enough to make everyone freeze. Now, on its own, that could have meant nothing. But this is BTS, and more importantly, this is Kim Namjoon. Because if there is one man in K-pop history with a proven track record of accidental spoilers, it's RM. This is the same RM who has spoiled album names, concepts, and comeback timing on live streams before, then laughed like he didn't just drop a bomb on the fandom. So ARMY was already suspicious. But what really made this moment explode wasn't RM's word. It was the reaction of the other members. The second that word left his mouth, Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook immediately turned to look at him. Not confused, not casual. It was the kind of look that says, "Did you really just say that?" The kind of look you give when everyone in the room knows the secret, except the audience. And RM's face? That guilty smile, that nervous laugh, the exact expression fans have seen every single time he's realized he might have said too much. That's when things shifted from maybe to wait a minute. Because if it was meaningless, no one would have reacted. They would have laughed it off. They would have ignored it. Instead, the energy in the room changed instantly. A few seconds later, even J-Hope and V looked back at RM, clearly aware that something had just happened. Whatever RM meant, it wasn't random, and the members' reactions made that painfully obvious. Naturally, the clips spread online fast. Twitter, TikTok, Weverse, fan forums, everywhere. And with BTS currently in a phase where fans are already hyper-aware, every frame got dissected. Some fans believe RM accidentally spoiled a keyword connected to BTS's upcoming group activities, a concept, a track name, a theme, something internal that slipped out without context. Others immediately connected the word back to dong, and if you're ARMY, you already know why that matters. Dong isn't just a song, it's one of BTS's most legendary fan-favorite tracks, a cultural moment, a flex. A song that fans have begged to see officially released on streaming platforms, reworked or revisited in some form. So when RM, the lyricist, the leader, the man who knows the roadmap, says something that sounds like dong while making the BTS gun pose, and every member reacts like he revealed classified information, yeah, people are going to talk. Now, here's where it gets interesting. BTS is at a point in their career where nothing is accidental in the big picture. Even when moments look casual, the members are extremely aware of how closely fans watch them, which leads to 2 possibilities. Either RM genuinely slipped up, which, let's be honest, would be very on brand, or this was a soft tease, a breadcrumb, a way to get ARMY talking without officially confirming anything. And BTS has done this before. They've dropped hints months, sometimes years in advance. Inside jokes, hand gestures, words that mean nothing until suddenly they mean everything. Then later, when the comeback drops, fans look back and go, "We should have known." What makes this moment even more powerful is when it happened. BTS is slowly approaching a new chapter, Group activities are returning to the conversation. Fans are emotionally ready, mentally prepared, and starving for any sign that the comeback era is forming behind the scenes. So when RM does something like this, it hits harder. Not because it confirms anything, but because it reminds ARMY that BTS is still thinking ahead, still planning, still building something together. And the members' reactions tell us one key thing. They're in sync. They're aware. They know what's coming. They just can't say it yet. Whether this was a real spoiler, a playful tease, or RM just being RM, one thing is undeniable. This moment didn't come out of nowhere. It landed because BTS has history, because ARMY has memory, and because patterns matter. Every major BTS era started with moments like this. Small, blink and you'll miss it. Then suddenly everything makes sense. So the real question isn't, did RM spoil the comeback? The real question is, how many clues have we already seen without realizing it? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think RM actually spoiled something? Do you think Dong is coming back in some form? Or do you think this was just classic Namjoon chaos doing what it does best? Drop your theories in the comments. I read them all. If you're ARMY and you don't want to miss any BTS updates, rumors, or deep dives like this, make sure you're subscribed to Dieback Daily. And trust me, if this really was a spoiler, this won't be the last hint we see.